Hi. I hope everyone's doing well today. I wanted to come on and do kind of a quick video. I was debating whether I should or not, but my spirit guides are like, yeah, get on and do the video. So here I am. Right now, the energies are really strong, right? The Pluto Mars energy. There's a lot of just intense things blowing up, and we've obviously seen this in the world recently. Um, a couple weeks ago, I was feeling really angry, frustrated with the whole um, movement, Black Lives Movement going on right now. You know, just some of the comments, some of the things that people are saying. Um, it was all just getting to me. It was a lot. I believe it's really important to speak your mind. I believe it's important to collectively join hands, you know, to make change happen. Like, I'm all for protests. Um, Come on, women weren't even allowed to vote. It didn't change until we started protesting. So this is what's needed. As far as the other things that are going on that maybe aren't needed, I mean, in some people's eyes, like it is, because in order for people to really listen, people have to get chaotic. But at the same time, it's like innocent people getting hurt. Like, you know, you have like the local business owners, like their stores getting damaged, and I don't know. But that's not all that's going on, though. Okay, there's a post on my Instagram, and it shows you people who are actually getting in front of stores. Like someone, like there was a group in front of Target trying to stop the looters. Okay, so not everything you see on the media is true. You know, there's a lot of good going on out there, a lot of good people. But so I had to get off of social media for a week or so because it was just really consuming me. Like, I feel a lot. Okay, not just things that happen in my life, but I feel for everything: animals, children, innocent people. It really gets to me, and it really hurts. So I was like, okay, I need to step away, kind of just detox. So that's what I did. Um, I started watching Schitt's Creek on Netflix. So funny. You guys should really watch that. Uh, that's one of the best things I think you can do is when you start to feel depressed. You're in a dark place. Is, you know, watch a movie, something, laugh. You know, try to have a good time. Because I think when you get too far into it, it just it's not healthy. It's not really good for mental health. Now, you want to be in a good space. You know, people who are in good spaces can affect change the most, right? If you're in a broken place, you're not gonna be much use to the world. So I really do believe that caring for yourself first is most important. But so I did my little detox. Okay, so got back on. I tried not to get too consumed. Um, I didn't join any protests in my city because I was just worried about what would happen, because the city I live in is not, you know, the safest. It's one of the most dangerous cities, I guess, in the United States as far as crime. So I was like, okay, we're just not going to go out and do that. I will support it in different ways, as, you know, awareness, donation, all those things that you do, even just educating yourself in private. It's still, you're still doing something. So this morning, I watched a short clip on YouTube, like a news clip, which I normally don't do. I was like, wait, did someone else get shot? So I watch it, and it's like a couple minutes long, and someone else did just get shot by the police. I don't know the details, but from what the video showed, a man was asleep in a parking lot. I don't know, it was like a drive-through parking lot, and he was asleep in the car. Somebody called the cops. Two cops came, and they were Caucasian, and the guy in the car was African American, asleep. So they pulled him out of the car, had him do a series of tests, right? And he took a breathalyzer, and he failed. So they tried to arrest him. He was resisting arrest, and the man was able to grab the cop's taser, and he got loose, and the cops were chasing him, and the man like turned around, I guess, trying to tase him to get away. And then the cops decided to fire at him and shooting him 3 times and killing him. So I was reading some of the comments, which I shouldn't have done, but if I didn't read them, then I probably wouldn't be on right now talking about this. Some of the comments were really cold, like just cold, like he's a criminal. So he was resisting arrests. If the cops didn't shoot him and killed him, he could have gone off and hurt somebody else with the taser. These were all the reasons why they were justifying his life being ended. I understand that people have the right to feel however they want to feel and say whatever they want to say. But I get it, like, you're drinking and driving or you're high or whatever, like, that's not okay, because I have my son out on the road, right? The last thing I want is a drunk driver to hit him. It's one thing to harm your own life, but it's another to harm someone else's life. And I'd be really upset if something like that happened to somebody that I loved. I get you're upset about that, because I would be too. Okay? Resisting arrests. We know that we shouldn't do that, especially if you're a person of color. You shouldn't. But, you know, he was drunk, so obviously he's under the influence. He's not thinking straight. Just like a person who's mentally ill, they're not thinking straight. And the cops are supposed to be trained to handle situations like this. So I don't think it's not right. Like, I can 100% guarantee you if it was a white person, they wouldn't have shot at him. They wouldn't have. It's a fact. Okay? The numbers don't lie. It's a fact. I don't know what the cop was thinking. Why he would shoot at him 3 times. Like, why? Like, even if the guy got away, like, his car's right there. I mean, you have him on video. You'll find him. You know, I mean... But that's the frustration going on right now. It's like, this has been going on for so long, and it needs to stop. And I, of course, you know, I follow astrology, and this is all supposed to happen right now. All this craziness, it was predicted to happen. So it's time. You know, it's time for the people. Right? It's time for the people to speak up, for the people to take their power back. It's time for the injustice to stop. We need to stop it, because we can't leave it up to the government. We can't leave it up to the police officers. We can't leave it up to the, should I say, you know, Trump supporters to like actually want to stop the police brutality or the things that are unfair for people of color. No. And I'm not saying like they're like all cops or government officials or all white people don't support people of color and what's going on right now, because they do. There's tons of them out there supporting Black Lives Matter right now. And so many people are actually taking the time to learn and educate themselves on the history, you know, what's been going on in the lives of Black individuals. So, I mean, we're going forward. This is what needs to happen in order to have change. But back to the comments. Yeah, I try not to fall into 3D. Okay, so I live most of my life in 4D, right? I used to be very critical. I try not to be disrespectful, but sometimes it may come off that way. I realized that that's just a projection, right? Like me criticizing someone else or making someone feel like they're, not as educated on a certain topic, like trying to make them feel like they're stupid. Um, that's just a reflection of me, of how I feel about myself, because there's no reason to get crazy like that. There's no reason to make someone feel small. But it never came from like a mean place. I'm not a mean person. I just get really passionate, and if I feel like if someone is being wronged, I am very passionate. So I almost went to that 3D level, but I stopped myself. Like, I didn't leave any comments, I didn't argue with anybody. I was just like, okay, people are here for a reason, right? We're all here for a reason. We all have a role to play. Through my journey, my spiritual awakening journey, I've learned that we all came down here for a purpose. Okay, we serve some kind of mission. Even if you are someone who has killed somebody, has done awful things, or you're someone who is in the government, police officer, I myself, the role that I play in this world, like, we all have a role to play. And I really do believe that we sign some sort of contract, right? Some sort of contract, like a soul agreement, right? When we come down to earth, like, we agree to these things happening. Like, we all have karmic debt that we have to pay from many lifetimes ago. I truly believe that. So as you're living in this, physical world, and we forget our past lives, and we forget that we agreed to come down here, we don't understand. Like, we're like, why is this happening to me? Why is that happening? Like, we don't get it. So that challenges us, right? It keeps us at a vibration where we're controlled, where we feel like we're not in power. But that was the plan. That is the plan. It was for us to come down here and try to remember who we are, which happens in a series of a lot of bad shit happening to you, for you to actually go within and to open that door to your spiritual awakening. So although I know most people who don't understand, and they would much rather do the whole, eye for eye kind of thing, it's hard for me to tell you to feel any different. Like, I have compassion for all parties, and I'm starting to learn that, like, when something happens, it ignites something else, right? Let's say if George Floyd, oh my gosh, brain freeze. If that didn't happen, we may not be breaking free now because of him and the lives of so many other people. We're finally like, shit, like, enough is enough. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, something has to happen in order for us to wake up. And it sucks for the people who are suffering. It sucks. But like I said, it things wouldn't change If there was no suffering, there would be no healing, you know. If there wasn't pain, there wouldn't be happiness. If there wasn't heartbreak, there wouldn't be love. So I just want everyone to just please try to have compassion and understanding. Yeah, I know you're angry. You have every right to be angry, but just see, it's really hard for me, like, to try to explain, because if you're not the one going through it, you're never really going to understand. So to the people out there that are, making those comments, those really just, to me, they're horrific comments, okay, to like justify the killing of a person. Karma is real, okay? Like, how you treat people now, like, it's gonna be, you're gonna carry it throughout your life. It's like, I really don't want to have to, reincarnate and come down to Earth again. Honestly, I don't. Earth is one of the hardest places, okay, to exist in. And I'm trying in this life to pay my karmic debts. And I'm trying to face all of my demons and heal where I need to heal, forgive where I need to forgive, grow and stay open, and to fulfill my mission in this life. My south node is in Aquarius, okay? My north node is in Leo. So I can't get too consumed in the Aquarius theme. Most of my life, like the 35 years of my life, I've been living the Aquarius theme and putting myself last, not following my north node in Leo, which means I should be putting myself first. I should be embodied in my own spirit, right? Love myself, care for myself, be creative, and to be a leader, right? To spread my message, to be an example, because I am part of the family of light. That is my mission. And I lost my train of thought now. But anyways, so yeah. I just wanted to just talk about, some things that are going on, and just I share the pain and the frustration that we all have right now. And I pray for the people that are so freaking mean. Stop being so freaking mean. Like, fuck. But anyways, that's it for now. I'm praying for everyone. I'm praying for the world. I pray that things don't get crazier, but to be honest with you, according to the astrology, we haven't seen anything yet. Okay? For sure there's going to be a spike with the whole corona thing. Okay? When fall comes, there's going to be another spike. So you guys, please be careful when you're out there doing what you're doing. Try to wear a face mask. I don't want to wear a face mask, but I'm going to do it just out of respect for everybody else. I'm going to do it. But just be careful out there. And the energies right now are intense, okay? To at least July 5th, I would say, everybody please be safe. Before you go anywhere, do anything, check out your surroundings. Just be safe right now, okay? I love you all, and I pray and that we are going to get through this on the other side. Okay, take care, and namaste.